Jazz and Whiskey says, if you could make 500,000 people do something, what would that be? I would probably make all 500,000 people sit for a really long time and think about what they really enjoy doing and what they actually want to do. Which I know sounds a little, perhaps, vague and or unclear. It's a good one to keep. I would want them to sit down and identify what they want to do and carefully list out the steps that they would do in order to achieve that. That's what I want them to do. And the reason is, I hear a lot of people who say things like, I want to work in the fashion industry, work in the game industry. I want to become a chemical engineer. Sort of a category of something. When you say, well, what specifically are you looking to do?
Back to work.
Almost always, and by almost always, I mean like 99% of the things that, of the conversations that I have about this, like almost never have I dug into specificity and gotten a really great answer out of it. Let's just hit him in the face. You know what? Let's just hit him in the face. It's that easy. It's that follow-up thing. I want to be a programmer. What kind of programming? Is graphical programming, back-end, front-end? What sort of projects do you want to work on? Do you want to work on websites? Do you want to work on, you know, all these sorts of things? And most people, like, I'm of the opinion that pretty much everyone is smart. Pretty much everyone is really smart along the axes that they actually want to be smart along.
Tremble before the might of the elves.
Your soul shall be mine.
Or I'm against the hunter. I guess I'll keep this. Like many people are smart. Most people I've ever met are very smart along the axes that they want to be smart on. But most people, when I say most, I mean like over 90%, don't take the time to carefully ask themselves questions about what they want or what they like. So if I could have 500,000 people do that, I think that would be wonderful. I think that would be really wonderful. And I think that this idea of, like, what is it that you actually want to do work-wise or life-wise is not only a question that isn't answered professionally, but it's also not answered. Many people don't ask themselves these questions about just stuff they're interested in. Like if I say, what sort of music do you listen to? They say, like, oh, I like EDM, I like dance music, I like going to dance festivals. And I'm like, well, what is it about EDM that you like? It's like 1 or 2 questions deep. I see people just like giving up. And not like, oh, fuck you, Sean, I'm tired of your bullshit questions. But I mean like, I don't know, you know, just, you know, it's nice. It sort of makes me happy, the music. I like music that makes me happy. What was that? Is it like the instrument set? Is it the, like, the tempo? Like, what, like, if you could show me an EDM song you like, EDM song you don't like, what's the difference between the two?
I see.
And this is obviously not bad to not have an answer for this. A particularly inspiring concept from my especially inspiring friend Tristan. I don't know how we got onto this particular topic, but I chat with Tristan about most things.
Put this apple on your head.
This question came up, what do you look for in a friend? And without hesitation, Tristan says, self-reflection. Which I thought was like such an interesting answer to that question. Do you want to hit this one? I want to overall reduce the damage. Just instant, just self-reflection. I was like, really? He's like, well, I enjoy a wide variety of people. who enjoy different things, who think different things, who behave in different ways. And therefore, I was thinking, what is the consistent thread that exists to all these people? And the answer is that they're very self-reflective. They think about who they are, how they behave, how that impacts other people. And so I really cherish my friends that do that. 5, 7, 8, 9. And that this sort of implies that any sort of difference or conflict or concern that comes up in these types of friendships get quickly overrun by the self-reflection that occurs. Dragon Z pauses. I have no idea what I want to do with my life. I even dropped out of college for a short amount of time to try to figure out what it is. I have found nothing. Do you have any suggestions on how to be introspective? You gotta just start producing lists of things and doing lots of research. I have a friend who just regularly investigates, what do I want to do? And for one period of time, it was like, okay, I'm interested in fitness. So researched extensively what this was like, met people and talked to people about fitness and what they did and what that experience was like. And then said, okay, actually, the more I'm researching this, you know what? I'm kind of interested in nursing. Went on a nursing bender, looked up nursing, researched all this nursing, tried to discover all this stuff, and there were like periods of weeks where it's like, hey, how's that nursing research and investigation going? And it was like, awesome! By the way, watch how lucky this is. One shit. Damn it. That's fine. We're gonna screw up, we're gonna screw up huge. Yeah, and it's just whole focus on nursing, trying to figure that out. And then it was literally like 4 or 5 weeks, and then it became, no, you know what, I think I'm not interested in that. But when I say research, I mean like hours of research and getting ready to call people and setting up imaginary schedules and imagining what the schedules would be like. Right? Like, it's not a sitting around and you look at a fish tank and you go, I want to be an oceanographer, or it just comes to you out of the blue, right? I've rarely ever known anyone who just did that. You know, I talked about the story. Oh, yeah, that'd be sick. I talked about the story of how this show got started. It was during the year when I just decided to do 5 totally different things, and I just did all of them. I didn't sit around musing and trying to figure out the right thing. Again, which is fine as long as you're diving into it. I was like, I'm going to do a show, and I'm going to make a game, and I'm going to work on an educational research game, and I'm going to go to grad school. And I'm pretty sure there was another one. I don't remember what I did, but there's another one in there. Another project in their interest. Actor Nurse says, I'm an aspiring stand-up comedian. I've been going to several open mic nights for a while and even did one opening act, but I don't know what to do to move further along. Any advice? Aggressively seek out and research the answer to that. You can call probably 20 comedians in the next few weeks. You could guaranteed call 20 comedians. Having trouble getting a hold of comedians? Call 20 stand-up comedy locations and talk to the managers of them and ask them for stories and input, some secondhand feedback. You should call people, just ask. People love giving feedback and input. This is one of these fundamental truths about humans. If you go up to any human and say, hey, I'm building a thing. What's your opinion on what I'm doing? And then when we start to answer, you go, okay, and what about this? And you ask them for more. They're going to feel so good getting their answer given. Or getting their answer taken seriously. Those are some things. Yanternika says, Day9's persistence scares me a little. I also like to talk to people. So it's not calling them in like, hello, my name is Sean. I want to become a stand-up comedian that skydives. Here's your feedback. None of your business. Al would like you to shut up. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oman 2020 says, I'm a junior this year, and I was considering majoring in CS because I like working computers. Should I just use the internet to go more in depth because I don't really know many people to talk to? Yeah, do that. Or think about what sounds cool to work on, look up a company that does that, and then just call the company.
Let me think.
These companies get no calls all day, they're just working. And then all of a sudden there's some kids like, hey, I'm a junior in college, and I think that what you do is really cool. And I was wondering if I could ask about it because I'm trying to figure my shit out. And they're gonna go, right away, please, come, speak with us. Like, why would they not? Oh my god, this troll is so sick.
Fight, maggot.
Prepare to die. I don't know why that voice is funny, but I know it's funny. Alright, I think we got him. Priscom says, I feel like you should have saved the owl for the incoming Tyrion. Yeah, that's probably right. Just call people, man. Just talk to them. What do you do? Tell me what you do. Why do you do that way? Okay, here's how I think about the thing. Is that wrong? So here's my entire view and my approach here. What's going incorrect here? Wath Gwen says, I feel like I'm mediocre at best at everything I do. Dude, I knew this girl. Always wanted to be a PhD in math. Always did. Was not that great at math. Did not crush it at math. And she just has a PhD now. I mean, like, that's the end of the story. She just kept pursuing that. Now she just has that. And now does work in, like, data science at a level that I can't even wrap my head around. She has a PhD in math. Mediocre plus time equals expertise.